I'm a better man, and I'm a different guy now. I could learn from my mistakes, and I'm here better. Like I said, moving forward. I'm not gonna stay stuck in the past. It's about what I'm gonna do right now to the future.
So you mentioned the fight camp. Was there something different this fight camp that maybe you haven't had in the past?
Yeah, a lot of things. I fixed some personal issues, some technical issues. Like all fighters in the world, especially in MMA, we have a lot of holes in our game. So it's about to correct our mistakes. And for this fight specifically, I trained a lot of grappling. But yeah, it was a striking match, 100% in the striking. But I did a lot of grappling, a lot of specific training for Chris, because I knew he has a hell of a wrestling and grappling background.
So this sounds like this wasn't the way you kind of pictured the fight going, is it?
Yes, exactly. But I was prepared for all aspects of the fight. But yeah, to be honest, I wasn't expecting a striking fight. But thank God I won the fight.
Did this go better than you had thought?
Yes, yes, because we always think about the worst situation that we can go through the fight, and I felt really loose, light, smooth, and today in that cage I felt that I was too strong, too much. I was like I was loose. I was seeing everything. I could be faster than Chris, stronger than Chris. And even when we went toe to toe in the grappling, I could see everything. So yeah, it was a good performance.
And what about those fans? The crowd went crazy when you did that knockout, and I think sitting out there myself, having not heard that for a long time, how'd that feel?
Felt great. Felt great. That best day of the year so far. Last time fighting in Mohegan Sun, it was like, it was strange. It was weird because there's no crowd. I like the energy of the crowd. Even though I could see a lot of people that was cheering for Chris, because I think he's from here, from California, but American crowd is super respectful, and they cheer for both fighters. And that's what I love. I love to see that they're happy with my performance. I want to bring some entertainment for inside the cage, so I was really happy.
Thank you.
Congratulations on the victory. I know the last time you came to the forum didn't go your way. Was it extra special to kind of come back to the scene of the crime and this time get your hand raised in this way for that reason in particular?
Yes. It's always a reason to come back stronger, and this time was exactly what I did. Doesn't matter if I lost my last time here. I knew that I would come back, and I would I could change the last performance that I had here.
Well, so obviously we got coming up right now Brent Primus and Islam Mamedov. I think, we talked about it. This is a big night for the lightweight division to stand out and send a message to Patricio.
Yeah.
First off, what do you think happens? Do you think Brent gets it done?
Yeah, honestly, I never saw the other guy fighting. I don't even know his name, because I don't know if his debut here in Bellator. But I know Brent is a former champion. He's, I think, talking about experience, I think Brent, he got this tonight. But when I talk about experience, it's not about how much fights you have in your shirt dog, because we see a lot of even Brazilians, Russians, they have a crazy MMA record. But you see, if you figure out the opponents, they're fighting nobody. I know he fights Bellator a long time. I know he took some tough fights. So like I said, I don't know nothing about the other opponent, but I bet Brent Primus.
You know, there's a lot of talk about what is going to happen after tonight. If AJ wins, do they rematch 155? If Patricio wins, does he fight? Does he do something with his twin brother? They make a belt. I mean, you're right here. What do you think, just what do you think of everything? How do you just take all that? You know what's going on, but you focus on yourself. How do you sort it out?
I prefer to answer this question after 3 hours because tonight would be crazy. I think, after my fight, after this fight, and after Patricio's fight, a lot of things are gonna happen. So I'm just excited to see what is next for all of us.
Congratulations once again.
Thank you so much.
Good evening, sir. What did you learn, or did you learn anything from your last, I'll call it quote unquote loss? Was there anything you took away from that carried over to tonight?
Yeah. I don't take anything for granted. I just, this is the life. Life happens. Even though me and most people, they don't think that was a fair decision. I think there's always a lesson. It's a life, not in the fight game, but the life wants to teach you something that you have to. Sometimes your issues, your problems, not inside the cage, inside the gym, but it's also outside, and for sure it's going to reflect inside the cage. So I think that the fight was to correct some mistake that I had outside the cage.
And what do you need to do to get a title shot in Bellator?
Good performance. I think I have to show all my abilities like I did today. I have to show people what they want to see. That's what, winning big fights, winning good fights. That's, I think this is what, is gonna make me go to the title shot.
All right, we'll take a couple more questions here. Connor, your line is now live.
Congrats on the win.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. You're known for your grappling credentials. What kind of message do you feel like you sent to the division tonight, as far as your striking is concerned?
Yeah, like I said, I was doing a lot of grappling to this camp, but I was kind of happy that all the fight developed in striking because people don't believe me, but I prefer to strike than grapple. I think because I did a lot of grappling in my life, a lot of tournaments. I think at least more than 200 fights in grappling. So I'm just kind of, I want to show how good I am in striking. So it was good. It was a good night for me.
Yeah, absolutely. And Gonzalez had a lot of hype going in, but he wasn't in the rankings. Where do you feel like this victory kind of puts you in the rankings? Do you think this moves you up?
Yeah, absolutely. It will. Even though he's not in the rankings, he's Chris is good. It's just it's not just it wasn't his time. I think he'll grow up in this division, in this company, and he'll be someday he can be a champion. It's about don't give up, and I respect him a lot. He brought the best of myself. He brought my best version because I could see that he could offer a lot of dangers in the fight, and all I see is a bright future for Chris. And answer your question, yes, I think I'll be I don't know, 1 or 2 or maybe 3 positions in the rankings. It was a good victory. We'll see. It's not up to me, but I can't wait to see the rankings.
Jesse?
Congratulations. What was the strategy behind coming into this fight? And can you break down what you saw when you countered him with the left hook? I was kind of far away and I didn't really get a good vantage point, but what did you see as a fighter? What was it? What did you see, and how did you expose that opening?
I didn't have a specific strategy, but it's always what I try to bring in the cage is just my best. Of course, you have to know what your opponents do the best and what in the holes in his games. You got to pay attention. But I think for this fight, I was just expecting a grappling match. But I knew that my striking was a little bit better, my timing, my footwork, my power would be a little bit better than my opponent. So I was cold and confident in my game plan inside my head, and that was what happened. I was expecting a grappling, but I couldn't knock him out.
Last question.
Yep. John Arredondo with MMA Power Hour. Congratulations, Goiti.
Thank you so much.
That moment, walk me through that. It seemed like a very Jedi moment for you to approach, close the distance, and throw that combo to put him down. Tell me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think it's always, this. I think what kind of in that moment I think it was my experience. You have to know the exactly timing to attack, to recover it, to go and to step back, and using my footwork, using my distance, blocking the shots. I think it was all about it was because of my experience. I train a lot, not just the grappling like people think. I train a lot of striking, like pure boxing. Not, I do, real boxing, real kickboxing. I like to train all the fight aspects like footwork and timing. And that's what I think. That's what I showed up in the cage tonight. So yeah, it was good.
All right, thanks for the time, Goiti. Congrats on the win.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys. Have a good night.